Hi, and welcome to Benza Vineyards in Oregon's beautiful Willamette Valley. This continues our In the Vineyard series, and today we'd like to talk about birds, and more specifically, protection from birds. I'm Ron Benza, proprietor of Benza Vineyards, and I'd like to let you in on a little secret, and it's this: grapes are for the birds. And here are the culprits, the robin redbreast. I grew up with them on the East Coast, but I've never seen them in flocks in the hundreds as we have here. Or starlings, voracious eaters, or last year's nemesis, the cedar waxwing. But this is the kind of damage that birds can do. They'll go after the clusters, swoop down from our Douglas firs, often in the early morning, pick apart a cluster or multiple clusters, and leave nothing but the stems. They can do amazing damage. Every year at harvest time, we end up with a problem with birds. The truth is, we stress grapes to the point that they put all of their reproductive energies into the grape itself and not into the canopy, not into the foliage. We want that energy in the grape so it will be as ripe and delicious and fruit forward and make great wine. The problem is that also makes it very attractive for birds, because what the grape is basically doing is it's putting its energy into the actual berry. And the reason it's doing that is because it wants to reproduce. It's basically saying, we're in trouble, we need to reproduce, we've got to make ourselves attractive for birds so that they eat it, poop out the seeds in its own medium, and the plant lives somewhere else and starts to thrive and climb. And that's the nature of growing grapes. So the minute the grapes really start to get ripe, and the birds have already hit the blackberries and the blueberries and the marionberries and what's left over in wheat and all the grain crops here in the Willamette Valley, they come for the grapes. So we've got to be ready for them. And the way we've done it in the past is this little arsenal right here. These are multi-bang cannons that are attached to a 50-pound propane gas cylinder, and they go off with literally what they call multi-bangs. It'll be one shot, or it'll be 3 shots, and it'll shake it up and make it a little different each time. There's also a rotomat which goes under these to rotate it. But unfortunately, we cannot use the rotomat here because we've got proximity to our own house and other people that live nearby. So we actually, when we place these cannons, we'll move them. And if we don't do that, the birds will actually get used to where the cannons are. And I've seen some strange things. The birds will actually come and sit on the cannons. They get that used to it. Now, we have one other device where we can't really use the cannons, and that is Raptor Calls. These simulate the kind of raptors that the birds are most afraid of. And I'll demonstrate that right here by connecting it to this little battery we've got. Well, enough of that, you get the picture. That'll go on for about, I think there's 6 different Raptor Calls in there. And the problem with that is the birds get used to that too. So this year, we actually want to employ a completely different system, and that is the Falcon Kite. Now, the Falcon Kite was developed to not have to deal with the noise from the cannons or these annoying signals, and to be effective, because the Falcon Kite is the thing that they're truly most afraid of. And it will get up there and it will fly around and it will keep the birds away for a constant period. Now, in truth, we haven't tried it this year, and we've purchased 3, a 26-footer, a 28-footer, and a 42-footer. And we're gonna assemble the 42-footer and see how that works. Flyer, it's the Falcon Kite fright kite on a 42-foot pole down in our 6-acre block area. There's just a slight breeze blowing, very slight, but you can see it's airborne and doing its thing. The Falcon fright kite is made by a Northern California company called Falcon Crop Protection, and we're eager to get back to them at the end of the harvest season with our Falcon fright kite and let them know how the three did in repelling those little critters. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. Really hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. And by all means, come and check us out at benza.com. Until the next video, take care. Bye-bye.